Hey there, my name is Jesse, this is the Auditorium, and I react to video game music from games I've never played or heard about as a musician myself. Today is a big day. This is a request for Final Fantasy X, or Final Fantasy X, however you say it, Fight with Seymour. This is requested by Shadow Pulse Forge Jordan, and this is bumped up in the Platinum tier by Justin. Thank you, Justin. This has been a request for a long time. I'm talking like almost a year. This has been cooking for, or what's the word, marinating for a while. Ever since I started doing Final Fantasy stuff, which was very early on. The comment section here on YouTube, fight with Seymour, fight with Seymour, fight with Seymour. I'm like, okay, well, so here we are. This is, from what I know, this is the last game Nobuo Uematsu kind of worked on exclusively. I don't know much about this game. I know people like it a lot, and I've only heard 2 songs from it. Otherworld, I think it's called, the intro, and Suteki Dane. I think that's it. I'm not sure. Either way, I barely know anything about this game, and I barely have heard it. But people like this song, apparently, and people like this game. So the pressure is on. This is Fight with Seymour. Oh, music by a couple other people I see here. There's the organ. I think Nobuo likes prog rock. What do you guys think? That bass reminds me a lot of FF8. A lot of emphasis on percussion in this one. Little synthwave-ish. This is before synthwave even happened. Did Nobuo invent synthwave? Is he ahead of his time? Hopefully this keeps going with the drum beat underneath. Please, 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 please. Damn, it just keeps changing. Oh my god. Talk about experimental. There's an interesting time signature. I really love the percussion in this song. Has Nobuo ever straight up like come out and say I do like and listen to Dream Theater? Because I mean, come on. Definitely a boss battle, like for sure. Or yeah, no, it has to be. I like how the bass keeps it going like progressive. Consistent. While everything else kind of shifts around. The bass is always like... This is crazy. And then it changes. Kick, 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 kick. Oh yeah. Those drums are crazy. That's the loop, okay. Oh my god, this song live would be crazy. Oh, I just remembered something. I'll write it down. Oh man. Okay, I have a lot of questions. So first of all, I was told, I never looked into it, that 10 was the one that was like his final, Nobuo, his final like exclusive one. But over here, right in this picture, it says produced by Nobuo, music by Junya Nakano, Masashi Hamazu, and Nobuo Matsu. So collaboration effort, or maybe just a song, who knows? But before I get into that, the thing I was just referring to right now was that I wonder if they play that live. I am going to my first Distant Worlds concert, like in a couple weeks. That would have never happened if it wasn't for this channel. I would have never cared to attend the Final Fantasy concert. So it's my first video game concert, and it's my first, well, Final Fantasy thing I've ever seen live. So I'm excited, and it's the first like concert show I go to in like 2 years since the pandemic. So I'm super, super excited, and I was wondering, I'm like, would they play this? Because this doesn't sound like something that would easily be played. This sounds pretty advanced. And not only that, it's, you know, from what I know, Distant Worlds is a little more on the orchestral side. So I actually am very curious. I'm not going to look it up until you guys tell me. I'm very curious if this song is played live or if it has been done before in a kind of softer side, because to me the song is pretty aggressive. It's very prog. It's very experimental. The drums are everywhere. The bass is totally like carrying the whole rhythm of it. There's organs everywhere. And I do have FF8s fresh in my mind because I just played 8 because of this channel. And this soundtrack reminded me of 8 a little bit. I don't know how 9 sounds. I've only heard one song from 9. But this one to me sounds, from the sounds of it, it sounds like a more aggressive 8. 8 had a little bit of a kind of slightly aggressive side. Not all of it. It was kind of all over the place, but it had a little bit of, for example, that one song. Oh my god, I can't remember. It's like dun 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 dun. I think it was during the parade section. Anyways, it kind of had reminded me of this one a little bit. So I feel like 10 is more of like the harder rock side of 8. That's just the only thing I can really think of. But to me, the reason I'm really saying that is because, well, one, the bass is really heavy in 8 as well, but also it sounded like Force Your Way. You know, the main like boss theme of FF8. Dun 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 dun. You know, it's got all the organs and stuff, and it's got kind of that weird organ vibe and all that. And then during the middle of it, it has this weird, what I keep saying weird, this odd timing snare hit, which also was here. So that's cool. You know, it reminded me of that. But FF10 seems to be very, like, very technical. More so than others. I feel like FFX might be the more, like, I don't want to say impressive as far as musically, but it's like they're doing a lot. You know, maybe he knew it was the last time he was going to be working with them, or something like that. And maybe he just wanted to like deliver one final blow. But this is wild. Like this sounds difficult. But I'm guessing that's because of the fight, because this has to be a fight. Well, it's called Fight with Seymour, so duh. But now that I've played a little bit of Final Fantasy, I now know what the music sounds like during fighting and non-fighting, and that's, you know, clearly a fight. But also, the song is the loop is kind of long, and by the sounds of the intensity of the piece, I would say that this is either maybe not a hard fight per se, but I don't think difficulty goes into making songs. I think the impact of the fight goes into making the songs. So I think this is a pretty pivotal fight, or a big deal. Something really important is happening here. Also, the title alone is pretty odd, you know, like usually you'll have like a name for a song. This one is just called Fight with Seymour. Like that's pretty straightforward. There's no, you know, fire burning tornado. It's just Fight with Seymour. It's straight to the point. So it lets me know that it's pretty relevant to the story and pretty significant. But it does, but like the ups and downs of the song makes it seem like there's a lot going on in this fight. Maybe it shifts a lot, or it's a long fight or something like that. Who knows? There's a lot to think about. I told you, there's like what's going on here. And also, like I said, I wonder if, I'm sure, but like I'm really curious if like Nobuo has ever been on record saying like, yeah, I love Dream Theater. You know, I love Mike Portnoy, and I could totally see that. You know, Dream Theater. If you're unfamiliar, the first thing I think of when I think of prog rock and metal is Dream Theater, right? They make songs like this. They're very successful. They've been doing it for years, and I feel like this is like inspiration. I can't think of another band that like does anything like that. That was, how do I say this? That was a refreshing, no, that was a breath of fresh air as far as Nobuo stuff. Because I keep thinking, I'm like, at some point, some of this stuff is going to sound kind of repetitive. And, you know, maybe one day he's going to stop surprising me, but no. One thing I can tell you is that I can tell if it's him now. That's cool. I used to never even know who this guy was. And now I can be like, that sounds like Nobuo. So that's cool. Took a year, but I can do that now. But not only that, is like, damn, like what can this guy not do? I've heard him do reggae. I've heard him do, you know, jazz noir. I've heard him do metal. I've heard him do prog. You know, we got beach songs in Costa del Sol. Like, dude, you know, like, holy crap. I wonder, though, you guys let me know about the other two composers here, if it was like a whole collaborative effort, or if it's just this song where they came together. But I see why it's such a big deal, why it's so popular. There's a lot going on in the song. It's just layer upon, it just keeps changing. You know, it's one of those songs where it's just unpredictable, and at any given moment I had no idea when it was going to loop or hear something else again. It was just like, oh, you know, it just kept piling on and piling on and piling on, and it was just, it's one of those songs where as soon as I'm done watching this, I'm gonna go watch cover videos of it, because I'm just gonna be like, what the hell? And I'm sure people have covered it on like multiple instruments. But yeah, Fight with Seymour. Don't know who Seymour is, but apparently a big deal. Now that I think about it, I don't think I know a single person's name. And no, I lied. I know the main character. That's it. No, actually, do I? No, I don't. Is Zidane from 9 or 10? Sorry. I don't think I know any characters in 10. I don't know anything about 10. Oh, what's his name? I do know his name. He's that guy who laughs. Ugh. There's no bloopers on this channel. My whole channel is a blooper. Oh my god, it's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna remember it at like 2 in the morning randomly. I'm gonna wake up and I'm like, it's that guy. Well, until I think about it, in the meantime, I'll start wrapping up this video. Hopefully it comes to me before the end of this video. I promise I won't look it up. If you want to make a request as well to me, a VGM request, you could do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine, as long as you don't mind waiting. There is a pretty big wait list. If you do not want to wait, there is the Platinum tier, which Justin here was a part of, which bumped these songs up. More info about that on Patreon. And a big shout out to Justin, Kevin, Moon Knight, DJ Singletone, and your average metalhead for being Platinum supporters. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone else who requested this in the comments, and thanks to you for watching. I still can't remember his name. Let me see if I can find it in the next 2 seconds. Otherwise, I am just going to forget. Oh my god, it's driving me nuts, dude. I wonder if I'm going to cut this part of the video. Probably not. I don't really care that much. Oh my god, dude. Laughing FFX character Titus. It's Titus. I knew that. I knew that. Never know what to expect on the auditory. It was bugging me, okay? Titus. Anyways, fight with Seymour. Super cool. It reminds me a little bit of Gilgamesh's theme too. Battle on the Big Bridge. A little bit. I should probably say that earlier, but whatever. I don't care. These videos are not scripted. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, my name is Jesse. Peace.